This is a video milestone that really doesn't work. Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here. On another sort of bloopers? On another video of Starman3's the commentator. He wants this to be a blooper, but it really isn't. Blooper 46, he kept talking about he was going to make Blooper 46, but this was around the time that Starman3 began to shade back into his old self, and this let me get a lot madder than I thought I would. And this, these were my last days in YTR, like the last month that the last full month that I ever had in YTR was in February of that year, because I left in the March of that year. Super Oiram 46 Bloopers was supposed to be a celebration of Starman3's 666th video, of course. When anyone comes across the number 666, they usually think of the devil or some kind of bad, evil thing. So, the only thing that we have like that is the doppelgangers. And Starman3 wanted to make some kind of thing with them where they had some kind of bloopers, but like some kind of blooper attitude. But he hadn't had an excuse to make it until he got to 665 videos. Guess what they were padded out by? Yep, a whole bunch of dumb covers. So he made 665 videos, and then he made the video. It wouldn't be so bad if he didn't delete previous videos, and if previous videos didn't end up getting deleted because of various circumstances. So this means this video isn't his 666th video anymore. It might be like his 650th something video, which completely ruins the reason that the video was made in the first place, which renders it completely pointless. I mean, sure, for like a certain number of subscribers or like a certain amount of videos, like you've made 100 videos and you're not going to attempt to take down any of them, that's fine. But like, when you're going to go for a number as arbitrary as 666, even as notable as it is, and then you start deleting stuff, you've completely ruined it. I'm sorry, but there's no way you're going to be able to redeem that. And especially with how YouTube handles it, you're never getting those videos back. So its placement in your videos scheme, someone will be looking at it and it'll be like 650 something, not 666 like it should be. That aside, it's your usual Super Mario Randomness cross Roblox goes crazy in Super Mario 64 style with a texture pack and some color codes. Oh yeah, and he's gonna come up with a really stupid excuse like how he came up with the excuse for Starman Generations with MarioStar 92. Oh yeah, he got a 3DS capture card for his birthday in 2014. Never gonna forget it, cause back then we attempted to play Luigi's Mansion online, but the audio syncing was really terrible. No, not the audio syncing. The audio audio mixing. The audio mixing was really terrible because you could barely hear us in comparison to Starman3 and the game audio. And I think there was at one point when we were recording that he didn't actually capture the game audio and had a fit over it, even though it didn't matter. Because really, who listens to his videos for the game audio? You'd be listening more so for our commentary. So, considering his various tantrums over said capture card, I'm never gonna forget it now. Reason the head's turning so slowly, that's why he was tiptoeing. You can tell that when they're recording, they will be using a keyboard if everything only moves at one strength. So he's moving the head slowly now because the controller is set to a very low amount because he had to tiptoe. And then he instantly transitioned, and that's why it's so slow. Because the controller, he didn't change the controller, and Yeah. That you can tell very clearly when someone's using a keyboard by that logic. It's my Dimension Space-Time Hacker 2.0! This is why I mocked it in my video on my channel that I made, Starman3's, I don't remember what it was called now, I think it was called Starman3's Drug Trip or something. But, it was based off of, his videos, how he does stupid stuff like this. Well, yes, it's unusual! Essentially, what they're doing, is they're supposedly peering, like, using a secret security camera, like how Starman3 said he implanted it in Starman3's base, but that was a complete failure. It's basically that, but they're doing it live instead of Starman3 explaining it afterwards. It's apparently they're watching it as we're watching it, essentially. Don't you ever mask fade. That joke was old by the time this video came out. It's even older now. I doubt he made that logo. I think it was someone else who made the logo. Well, no crud. All of your videos are. I don't think he changed it because Dimension X is supposedly based. Well, yeah, it's still supposedly the same. That's what he's trying to say. Also, yes, everyone is gonna have evil eyes because we need to show that they're evil. Oh, so yeah, don't be surprised. Everyone's gonna have that. I think it's better to explain when you see the color code. And apparently, 2 years later, they're still talking about it. You know, usually, the side you're on, you usually think that your side's the most righteous. You never usually think your side is the evil side, because you never call yourselves evil. That's basic knowledge. Common sense. Also, I hope that, you have a fondness for puns this video. And looped, scenes. Well, great! Isn't there something else you could do? Oh, we were gonna make some dumb story about Cyrus's, that's Cyrus's doppel, having some kind of weird halves thing to himself. Which makes it seem kinda weird, cause Cyrus himself doesn't have these weird halves, so And like this is supposed to be a dimensional balance. Yes, I know dimension X isn't part of the cycle, but like it's supposed to be based off of the cycle, so it's supposed to have the same logistics as if it would be based off the cycle, like if it was another dimension in the cycle, so it doesn't matter if it's not in it or not, it's supposed to be the same. So why would this guy have this weird half thing while his supposed doppelganger counterpart doesn't? Oh, they're calling good sides, bad sides halves now. Okay. The counterparts are apparently your other halves. We're all goody-goodies in the other world. We're totally not people who like to make mistakes as well. Well, Starman3 is as bad as Starman3 himself when it comes to planning stuff. But then again, think back to Blooper 40 when half the time it was going all over the place bonkers. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of logic for this, where every nice word is turned into a worse word. I'm not sure what it's called. I'm pretty sure it came from something, but that logic's gonna be ever present in this video. Yeah, remember when he died? That's what I meant when I said, oh yeah, the doppelgangers are all still gonna be alive and stuff. It's 'cause the scene's supposed to be comedic. This is a blooper. Also, you really have to guess who's who by their text color and their color code. Also, a lot of them are color code reversals the same way. A lot of them just did that for their fourth dimensional counterparts. This is another thing I changed for the my character's doppelganger, which you will see in this video because I was still around then, and I was still prominent enough that we weren't hating each other, but like well, I was getting on edge, I guess. Yes, we get it! You're trapped here! Are you seriously going to mention this the whole video? I think I think this is more so for the 10 kids that have the attention span of a goldfish who can't remember this stuff. That happened off screen. We could have just assumed he ran down instead. Also, yes, a lot of them are their names just reversed and or given a different number. You still hang around each other though, so clearly if you really did mean it, you wouldn't hang around all of them by now. We didn't even see you! We just ran down! We can't assume it's you because nothing happened for rest to assume it's you. Also, apparently the camera that they're supposedly watching, that we're supposed to be watching at the same time, quote unquote, they assume that this camera is like a floating camera or something that can easily pan to the scene that it wants to pan to, because there's no way they've got cameras planted in every single room in the Dimension X castle. Kurosu Kurai is based off of Met Karatsu. That one's a bit confusing, but a lot of the newer members, their doppelgangers weren't shown in Blooper 40. Members went around, then members came in. Starman3 was doing this now. He had a different mindset of the members that he has known. So you're not going to see Captain in this, obviously, because Captain didn't want anyone to use his color code ever again. So, and you're not going to see the Purple Wolf either. So, a lot of these are going to be newer ones that are just there because they've got to create a balance. Yeah, it was. It was a time when X and Y released, so Pokemon was still an important thing then. I wonder what they call Pokemon Sun and Moon. Okay, yeah, you're seeing the thingy. This is supposedly me talking to Cool Boy's counter, doppelganger. I called her Redorado 61 because my username backwards, Pinkolol16, it's something around like Lola Knip, 61, and they were making a whole bunch of stupid jokes about it, and I didn't like it. Not that I didn't like them making jokes, I just didn't like the name. So, much like and the color code, I didn't want it to be a reversal because I tried that with Pink 14 and it turned out really disgusting. So I changed it to be more red, as you'd think. And it's more inverted. It's green again with the gloves, but it's darker now because evil, and the rest of it's just this based off of this dark red color scheme. I guess you could say that slightly the orange is a reversal of blue, so haha, it's sort of still inverting as there too. I wanted it to be red because I don't like red. Well, I do, but like it's not like I really like the color. And Ororu is like a Japanese way of saying lol, and back then I was kinda learning Japanese. I only know the symbols for your basics, but it's looking at it, it does look like how my actual name does, and it's a fine reversal as it is, and I like the color code, so I kept it. Now onto the script line. Back then, I was still playing Sonic Adventures. Like, I don't play it now. I still want to continue, but it's more so of a matter of me on my main channel and stuff. Anyway, since I like Sonic, he did it, and because Tails Doll is associated with evil, put him in the script line. Also, remember that everyone's likes and dislikes are like reversed with their doppelganger, so I myself am not a fan of blood. It's one of the, it's dependent on how gruesome it is, because I can play Gmod just fine, and there's sometimes the average just texture puddle on the ground, and being a girl, hint, 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 hint. I'm not even gonna try and say it, but it's the main reason why I don't like a lot of more violent video games. Just a personal preference thing. So the fact that he mentioned that is kind of referential to the opposite of me. She enjoys gruesome blood. I don't. It's that sort of thing. I don't think I mentioned it though, but I'm pretty sure he got that down pat anyway. Yeah, I like video games where characters actually do something instead of standing around flapping their lips, just saying some stupid jokes. It's one of the reasons why I'm hoping Project Sonic 2017 actually is a good game. I sort of like the trailer, except for why Classic Sonic is there. Now you know when this video was made. Who cares? My character would have beaten the game in universe already, and my doppel would have as well if we're supposed to be counting the balance. I've played it twice. Like, full through twice. Like, this isn't a hard thing. And he didn't expect that to happen, so he's used the exact same scene again, as per usual. Okay, I know these are supposed to make some of the songs are done this way to supposedly make them sound evil, but it's just making them sound really bad. It just makes them sound awful. Well, some time passed between the scene with my characters' doppelganger and Cool's. Because Navigio was just in the previous scene! With how you think how many times Starman3 mentions my character likes Sonic in these videos, you'd think I was obsessed with it at the time. We never actually spoke of it much at all. I don't think I only think it was a very rare thing that we did that. The only thing I really remember Starman3 actually doing himself in relation to the series was when he attempted to live stream himself playing Sonic Adventure DX for me and then couldn't follow my directions because he was such an idiot. Oh, you need to go a little to the left, and now you need to go right. This is plain directions, and like he couldn't even follow that. Wow. These guys are so bad, like, supposedly speaking, that they're, gonna beat people up over socks. You're not even gonna see it anyway, because we've only got a shot of the front of the castle. I'm surprised the place isn't in complete shambles right now, because, Yeah, isn't the place like totally destroyed now thanks to the rocket launcher? It's a stupid Batman joke again. I told you! We weren't gonna forget about this dumb thing. He's in that room forever now for no reason. Just deepen the pitch by about 2.2. Yeah, remember 2008, guys? Just deepen the pitch by about a few levels. Oh, we had a dumb fight about this. Boshi, the character from Mario RPG, I think. We were gonna call him a doppelganger of Yoshi because Yoshi's around and Yoshi needed a doppelganger, but we didn't know what we were gonna call it, so apparently he was Boshi now. Even though that's not a doppelganger, that's a Super Mario RPG character. Let's retcon our characters as histories, just like we did with Alberto and the Mario Bros, just so we can fulfill our destinies or counterparts. Who? Didn't we go over this origin story in part 6? It was something like Starman3's DNA got caught, and for some reason that was and then like out of that Starman3 was created or something like that. This was back before like Starman3 knew Mario for real. I think Starman3 was getting more popular around the time Oiram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was being made. So I think Mario just put him in because he was a sort of rising YouTuber and they were similar in some senses. After recent research, parts of that story, the Oiram story, are actually retellings of an actual video game. Starman3 was really in the mind of this origin story around the time he was making this video. So if you didn't remember, you're going to get a reminder this video. Remember when they were called evil clones? This is why that Starman3 should really just run away at this point. two are standing about a few meters away from each other. Starman3 has ample room to run, and everybody else is doing something else. Like, seriously, nobody's focusing on Starman3 right now except Oiram. Starman3's just an idiot because clearly he's just like, oh, I'm gonna stand here for the next few minutes while a guy literally 2 meters away will come up to me and punch me in a fraction of a second, and I'm not gonna do anything about that. I'm gonna babble on for like 2 seconds. He's still standing there! And you call this guy, like, this guy's about to receive, like, several powers in the coming years from this point in time. Like, you call this guy worthy? Ground pound, punch. Yeah, that was a supposed fight, guys. Yeah, that's Blooper 40 parts 6 to 10, should be 12, but whatever. And that kind of makes him sound Australian right there, but alright. And yes, I have heard of people who do speak like that. Rarely, though. It's not like your average thing. Wow, you'd think that was a couple props, but wow, the texture pack is so bad that, yeah. That's the problem when you have a place that's really dark like that and all neon-y. If it's too flat, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between the places. Also, yes, apparently we just have a blooper stopper character, like how there's a noob in the Super Mario 64 videos for Roblox. It's essentially that. It's your dummy because we need to keep the name of blooper stopper. That's not just for the group. We need someone actually called Blooper Stopper. I'm just gonna assume the Blooper Stopper is the counterpart of the noob. The noob in, like, the Super Mario 64 world is supposed to represent the now old Roblox noob. Because the new Roblox noob is nothing like the old one anymore. It's not yellow and green and all that anymore. And he's gonna go blasting off again because we need to do this joke again. Ha ha ha, we're gonna go over the Blooper Stoppers. We need to do this guy too.
I'm blasting off again.
If you couldn't tell, that Starman3's voice just deepened by a few levels. Starman3 green screening, everybody. Yes, I meant Starman3, not Zyon3. Wait, wouldn't it be like, why would she need to be the Shadow Queen if you can just call her Queen Plum? Oh, you're totally not afraid of doing this, but you're so afraid to use the Scatman songs again. watch, I reckon this video's already been flagged because of the song. Also, yes, they literally just retextured coins. Can someone time that anyway? I reckon that Iggy Yells was longer anyway. Nobody liked it in 2007. Nobody likes it now. It is not a funny joke. So anyway, let's move on to the next bit. Also, notice how his color code looks a lot like Kurosu Kurai before. You'd think it was the same character, but it's not. The Virtual Boy is said to give off a red hue on everything. In emulator, people usually see it in grayscale, but otherwise it's just red.
Stop right there!
Yeah, you know, SMG4 was kind of popular around now.
Rocket launcher!
I don't think he'd be saying it like that. Gotta do this twice in the one video. And, the place still isn't obliterated after that. Okay, no, I'm sorry. That ding thing, that only works with the star, if there's a star. Not if you're just moon jumping up to the sky.
You get one screw gravity.
Not in any way based off of the outtakes from my actual from my actual series. I bet it was though. I don't know, but I think it probably was.
Forget about that day.
Right. I think there was this dumb doll remix of something that he did. I don't remember, but he did it with himself banging the head against the wall. And I think that's what's making him do this here. It's not very good though. Yeah, you didn't notice all the other times? Self-destruct, apparently MarioStar didn't have good spelling when he wrote the self-destruct command. Also, apparently, he said it too, if they spot you to explode. That's not exactly very good now, is it? Yeah, remember when Roblox goes crazy? Use that about 1 billion times? You couldn't even... That image is from like 2007. Stop using it already. What, did you guys not hear the self-destruct sequence when you were watching it? I can't be bothered to explain the technical side of it because I can't actually think up of it myself. I mean, think of all the times he's cared about logic in this series that matters to anyone else other than himself or his counterparts. No, it doesn't, because the first half of Blooper 40 was completely irrelevant to the second half, so not really when you're calling it a full whole. Yeah, remember kids, this is what happened. Right, let's read these giant walls of text, because he doesn't make them long enough for anyone to read them. Didn't Mario just say that before? I'm literally repeating what he's saying. And they would have said it earlier in the video. Why do they need to go over this? The only thing that we really need to know about is Mario's videos, Starman3's ending, and that's it. You don't need to know much more than that. Oh nah, Starman3 was just playing super badly that day. No, it does, because you're the third. Everyone's supposed to have a doppelganger. What's this about? Everybody having a balance? Essentially. Thank you. Nobody needs to know. At least now. Well, at least now, it'd be, nearly 4 years soon to be 5. Nobody needs to care anymore. Well, he's not getting tortured now. So yeah, Enzo, I wouldn't call him dumb if he's the one who figured out the spy camera in the last shot. Oh, so they apparently filmed when they were torturing him. I thought that was just a flashback in his own mind. Okay, I guess we weren't having a visual interpretation, it was just a gruesome depiction by Oiram. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops. You didn't. No. You didn't do that. You programmed it. It said it in its own supposed thing. Don't start masking your own things now. A few shots later, because remember I'm supposedly standing over here and that was apparently completely ignored. This was the last big video that Starman3 ever made in the group before I left the group. There will be no more videos after this one where my character's in them because, at least at all, because of what happened afterwards that led to my leaving of the group. and my distrust of Starman3 and anything related to the kinds of actions that a person like him would do. Because he's not alone. There are several other people like him in this world that I wouldn't like in the same way. Notice how a lot of these are reversed names, or if they're not a reverse name, there's some kind of odd distortion of the actual person's name. And I'm not going to sideline myself, my ones is also a strange distortion. From this point on, I will be commentating over the videos as they're just normal Starman3 videos. Because from this point on, I was, well, a month after this video was made, I left the group. And I left the group forever. I had and have no intention to return. So these next few videos, I will not know the development history behind them. I might know some kinds of thinking behind them, but I won't know the whole full thinking. The whole process and stuff. So yeah. See you all, have a good day, peace, and when I next see you, I'll be commentating over the video I used to give you a general definition of a Starman3 video. Happy April Fawn Day, which was supposed to be a stupid pun on April Fools for fawn. See you then!